scale of 0 to 5, how well do you remember elimination, substitution, and graphing to solve two equations? 0 to 5. 5 obviously meaning you remember it really good. You don't have to be embarrassed about your answer. I was just curious. I didn't know how much you would forget after 6 days. Okay, so some of you remember it pretty well. Some of you forgot everything. And that's kind of what I expected. We'll start semi-slow, and my guess is you'll remember how to do all that pretty quickly. This is the topic we didn't get to, and I don't believe Mr. Capnegri got to this topic either, right? Yep, okay. So this is still substitution, elimination, and graphing, but with word problems. So this was the extra credit on the test. Let's go with the table. Table 7. Okay, table 7, how would I write down the sum of two numbers is 14? Now, I'll just tell you the two numbers are x and y or a and b or whatever, I don't care. What about sum? Do you guys remember what that means? Close. The word is usually what translates to equals. Okay, don't write. Why are we not writing? It's a great start. There we go. The word is usually translates to equals. Do you guys remember what sum meant? Adding. So sum is plus. So you knew it, but you didn't want to say it. You got to say it out loud if you know it. It's okay if it's wrong. Sum means plus. So we're basically going to have to take sentences and translate them into equations. That's what the word problem is. The two numbers is going to be x and y, because I think you guys are most comfortable with that. X plus y, that's how you do the sum of two numbers. And it is 14. So there's one equation. Here, Kennedy, you want to roll? I'm writing stuff, so you need to roll it. Is it 7 again?
Yep.
That's rough. Why are you whispering it to only her?
X minus y equals 10. No, divide.
Oh, I just didn't hear you what you said. I think you said x minus y is 10?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi, good morning. Yep. So you meant it correctly. You said x minus y because the word difference means minus. And then is 10 would be equal to 10. No, good. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to write them off on the side. What did we get? I know, we got to get back into swinging things. 2. Table 2. Do you guys remember how should we solve this? We have substitution, we have elimination, we have graphing. Multiple ways would work. Which way do you guys want to do it? Are you guys trying to like stare down and tell each other to answer? You got a 1 in 3 chance of guessing it right. Are we passing? Okay. No, wait, did you roll 7 again?
Yeah.
I suppose we should think of a maximum number of times the table can answer. It's at least 3 though. I'm not the one rolling, blame Kennedy.
That's my bad.
Although I guess I rolled the first one. Substitution. Do you guys remember when we use substitution? Anybody, not just your table. Whew. You guys were rough. We even wrote it down in our packets. Substitution is when one of the equations says x equals or y equals. Elimination is when you add the two lines together. Graphing, well, it's obviously when you graph them, but you generally only choose graphing when it says y equals. So which one of the 3 should we do on this one? Table 7. Fafi. Yes, we should add them together. And then this one is set up for adding together because we've got a plus y and a minus y. It will cancel out. Okay, so x plus x, y minus y cancels, 24. Table 4. Where do we go from here?
Divide by 2.
Good. Divide by 2. So we have one answer. You're not, what, you cannot just pick it up
Why are
and
you
drop it.
judging the way that I roll the dice?
I could definitely judge it. 3. How do I find the second answer? We figured out one answer.
1 and 12 for x.
Okay, so we can pick either equation we came up with and put 12 in place of x. Do you have a preference? Top one. So I've got x plus y equals 14. 12 plus some numbers, 14. We subtract 12. And the second answer is 2. Okay. This should hopefully bring back some memories of what we were doing last week. I don't remember, is there a different problem down at the bottom? No, I just wrote everything at the top. Next page is about apples and bananas. And it's dumb and stupid, it's okay, we're just trying to learn a topic. Who did we get? 5, table 5. This one really says nothing. 3 apples, 4 bananas cost $4.85. 3 apples, 10 bananas cost $8.75. Figure it out. That's kind of what it says. If it helps you, we can figure out what letters we're going to use to start with, or what the letters stand for to start with. I think some people just immediately know what to write for this, but other people are very lost. How about table 5? Do we have any thoughts on this?
Maybe 3x plus 4b and 4y equals 4. Maybe 5.
The word "and" frequently means plus. Nice job, Nora. If you wanted to, you could say apples was X, bananas was Y. You also could use A and B if it makes it easier. The reason we're doing multiplying is because if each banana costs $1 and you buy 3 bananas, the way they put it in the computers, they would say you bought 3 of them, so they would do 3 times how much it costs. So that's our first equation, and I bet somebody can figure out the second one pretty quickly now that we figured out the first. Table 1. You guys are always welcome to do nose goes. All right, Andy. Each table can figure out their own system of answer. What's the second equation?
3a plus 10b equals 8 points.
Perfect. Yep. Whatever letter you chose, I wrote X and Y, but yes. Okay, so we've got 2 different equations. I think you guys have the whole page, or you have half a page for it? Okay. So 3x plus 10y equals 875, and then I will take the other equation and put it with it. 8?
Yeah.
8, table 8. How should I solve it? It's kind of up to you guys. We have substitution, we have elimination, we have graphing. I would say 2 different methods would work fine. Generally, we're not going to pick graphing for any of them. It's pretty much substitution or elimination is our choices. So should we add the 2 lines together? Or does one of them say like x equals or y equals? See, sign them, they are just deciding between themselves.
Add them.
Add them. Now, currently, if I add them, it does nothing. Because this would say 6x, 14y, nothing canceled out. Do you guys remember how to set it up so that something cancels? We had to do like an extra little step. Okay, I can go to another table if you want. I see, okay. Table 2. We only have 9 choices, so a lot of tables are gonna get rolled again. When we do it individually, it's totally fair to like be done answer. We can't add them right now currently because nothing cancels. Do you guys remember how to cancel something out?
Times it by what, -1.
Sure, that would be perfect. You can pick either one of these to multiply by -1. I'll do the bottom one. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll write the 2 equations again. You guys can set up however you want. I'll write them over. So I've got 3x, 10y, 875 is kind of annoying. We might need a calculator just because of the money answers there. -3x, -4y, -485. Add the 2 lines now, cancels. 6y, 390, maybe? I'm hoping somebody at the calculator verifies that. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Excellent. Now I need to divide by 6. I mean, it kind of looks like it's not gonna work out nice, but it actually does. So what do we get? We get 55 cents? 65 cents, thank you. We get 0.065 because it's in dollars, so that's 65 cents. We need to move this out of the, oh, whatever. And then somebody's gonna tell me how to find the second answer. Is that the next person?
Yeah.
Table 4. How do I find the second answer again? Drew, you're doing a great job of trying to avoid eye contact.
You put in the y.
Perfect. I'm gonna put this number in place of y. Oh, thanks. Sit ripper. Yep. So, I'll just take the 3x plus 10y. And then y was 65 cents. Absolutely, calculators will probably be helpful. This is gonna be 650. When I subtract 650, I don't have enough room to write it, but I'm gonna subtract 650 and I'll get 225. And when I divide by 3, I will get 75 cents. Yeah, 75 cents. The money ones are nice because they are easily relatable, like you guys have bought things before. Hopefully you've bought things before. But they can be annoying because you might need a calculator because they don't always work out great money-wise. But all the problems we give you guys, they'll at least work out semi-nice. Okay, I'm thinking we should do the bus one together, and then I'll let you guys try a couple problems on your own. The bus one is definitely very different than the other 2 that we've done together. Okay, 2 schools take their students to the state fair, which we won't even talk about how that's kind of not possible because school doesn't start before the state fair. Although we did this year, I think. Didn't we? I don't remember. It feels like forever ago. But usually schools all start after the state fair. Did your guys' middle school bring you to like Valley Fair or something at the end of the year? I know every school kind of had like a different tradition. Was it Lake that went to Valley Fair? Anybody here from Woodbury Middle? I think they always went like on a paddle boat or something? On the St. Croix River? No? What did you guys do? Nothing? You don't even remember it was last year? Oh, well, like the track and field day thing? What did Cottage Grove Middle do? Is nobody here from Cottage Grove Middle? I'd be shocked. What'd you guys do on the last, like, the end of the year? Oh, you did too, okay. I'm assuming somebody from Altman came here? Do we have all 4 schools? Okay. What did Altman do?
Each grade did something different.
8th grade.
Eighth grade, we went on the St.
Oh, you guys did too? I wonder if they planned that. Maybe they got a discount if multiple schools went or something. Okay, well, that's kind of the idea of this. So I'm assuming you guys took school buses there. That's what this is going with. Each school is gonna take school buses and vans because there weren't enough buses there. It says, School A and School B went there. School A had 8 vans, 8 buses, and took 240 students. We are going to write this as 8 vans, 8 buses, 240 students. So if I write it down like that, because like this is what you're gonna see pull up to the state fair. You're gonna see the state fair, you'll see the buses and vans. What I was hoping a table could tell me is, what do the letters stand for? Table 1. Okay, that is true, and I guess I wasn't thinking of that obvious of an answer. I was looking for more specific, but what you're saying is true. What about the van? Okay, so the 8 represents the 8 vans. What does the V represent? What does the number over here stand for? Okay, not number of vans or buses. So what would the V stand for? What does the van hold? So, this stands for, how many students are in a van? Number of students in the van. Okay, perfect. That wasn't an easy answer. That's partially why I just wrote the equation down on this one. It's not like it's hard, but it's not an obvious answer. Okay, and then table 4, can you tell me what B is gonna stand for then?
The number of students in a bus.
Yep, perfect. Now, we are expecting the bus to hold more, because it's a bus, but who knows? Lastly, what's the second equation gonna be? Table 5. I wrote the first one, I feel like you can kind of duplicate that for the second school.
4B plus 1B equals 54.
Perfect. Obviously a smaller school. Do I need to refresh you on how to solve these two together? Maybe I'll help you start this one and let you finish it. Last person to be called on. Actually, we're gonna go with table 9 because they never got rolled. You guys didn't either somehow. That seems kind of sketchy. Table 9, what do I have to do to be able to solve these? I can do substitution or elimination. If I do substitution, I would subtract 4V, and this would say B equals 54 minus 4V. And then that would be substitutionable. If I were gonna add them together, what would I have to do? I'm gonna have to multiply by something.
negative one.
Either, if I'm gonna cancel the v's, I'd have to multiply by -2 to make it a -8. Or if I'm gonna cancel the b's, I'd have to multiply by, you have the right idea though, -8 if I wanna cancel the b's. So, I will let you guys decide, should I set this up for substitution since we haven't done one of those yet? Refresh you how to do that. So if I'm gonna do substitution, I'm going to solve for one of the letters. Now that it says b equals, I can substitute this in place of b in the other equation. And I don't know if that's nicer or not, but that's substitution. I know when we were doing them, some people like substitution the most. It's kind of up to you. You can solve every equation however you want. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys work with your groups or whoever for the last 15 minutes. I'm assuming you've kind of already sat by the way you wanted to anyway. So for the last 15 minutes, because today's an R&R day, I would like you to try the next page. There should be 2 problems on the next page, I believe. It's been a while since I looked at it. Yes. Sure.